So good morning students, I am Jagadish from CSE department. So today we need to discuss module 2 in unit 1. So in previous session we discussed module 1. So the topic is the introduction to UNIX. So here the next topic is the components of UNIX. Here what is meant by UNIX in the sense, so UNIX is the one of the operating system. Here operating system means operating system is the, so it is the interface between user and system hardware. So if the user wants to work with hardware like a processor, motherboard, hard disk, so definitely he need one software. The software is called operating system. Here the topic, so components of UNIX. So there are so many components of UNIX. So those are, so these three are the very important. The first one is the kernel, second one is the shell, and third one is the file system. Here what is meant by kernel in the sense, kernel is the heart of the operating system. So kernel is responsible for scheduling the processes. Okay, so coming to the shell. So before going to the shell, kernel is nothing but here. So in Windows operating system we call it as a OS, but in our Unix operating system, Unix environment, we call it as a kernel. Okay, so coming to the shell. Shell is nothing but a command line interpreter. Here what is meant by command in the sense, so in Unix environment, each and every task done by commands. If you create one file, so with the help of commands only. If you remove the file, so with the help of commands only we can remove the file. So at the same time, so we are using interpreter. So interpreter nothing but interpreter is a translator. First of all, is a translator. By using this translator, we can transfer the information from high level language to mission understandable language. Okay, so for example, VI is the high level language, nothing but user understandable language. So this command is converted to mission understandable language, so with the help of interpreter. Okay, so that is about shell. Okay, so coming to the another topic, another component, file system. Here what is meant by file in the sense, file is a collection of information. So the information depends upon the file extension. So if you save the C programming file, so the extension of the file is filename.c. If you save the Java programming files, so the extension of file is the .java. So if you save the PowerPoint presentation file, the extension of the PowerPoint presentation file is the .ppt, filename.ppt. Okay, so these are the file systems. Okay, so these three components are very important. So in Unix environment, kernel, shell, and file system. So coming to the components of Unix architecture. So this is the architecture of the Unix environment. Here, so hardware, kernel, shell, application program, and user. So suppose user wants to access the Unix environment. So user must know every command to access the Unix environment. Okay, so here kernel is nothing but heart of the operating system. So kernel use it to, it is an interaction between user and system hardware. Here shell is used to, user access commands, is the high level language. The high level language commands are converted into mission understandable language. So this information passes to the kernel, and kernel passes to the hardware, and hardware works. So this is a very important diagram. So in this diagram, in shell there is so many commands are there. So there is a first command is a cp command. Cp nothing but cp command. This is the command for copying the file. So what is the syntax of copying the file? So the syntax of the copying the file is the cp space source address and destination address. Okay, so next one is the grep command. So this the grep command is used to search the files. And the next one is the tar command. So if you want to zip the file, so you can use tar command. So next one is the ls command. Ls is the list of files. Okay, so sort is another command. So why you are using sort? Sort in the sense to arrange the numbers or alphabets either ascending order or descending order. So set also one of the command by you. This command is used for to search the regular data. So who is the command? So who is used for how many members are logged into the Unix operating system? So these are the commands we are using in shell. So there is a lot of commands are used. So these are the very important commands to use in to access the shell. Okay, so this is a diagram for the Unix operating system. So coming to the kernel, so kernel is responsible for scheduling running of user and other processes. So we already said that, so kernel is the heart of the operating system. So each and every task is done by the kernel. So kernel performs scheduling for every process. Okay. So here kernel is typically included IO operations also. So there is a main role done by the kernel. Okay. So coming to the types of kernel. So there is two types of kernels are available in operating systems. The first one is the monolithic kernels and second one is the macro kernels. Here monolithic kernels or micro kernels. So both are used for make the operating system execution faster. So every kernel do same thing. So it makes operating system execute faster. So in monolithic kernels are used in UNIX environment, Linux environment, again open VMS environments we are using in monolithic kernels. Okay, so coming to the microkernels, so microkernels are also used for reduce the size of the kernel and size of operating system as well. So these kernels are used in Mac OS, Windows NT. So these are the types of the kernels. These are the types of the kernels: monolithic kernel and microkernel. So monolithic kernel is used in Unix, Linux, OpenVMS, and macro kernels are used in Mac OS, Windows environment. Okay. So coming to the shell, what is meant by shell? Shell is a command line interpreter. Here, what is meant by command and what is meant by command line and what is meant by command line interpreter? We already said that if you access any Unix environment, so definitely we need commands. So if you create a file, so definitely there is one command to create the file. If you remove the file, so there is one command to remove the file. If you copy the file, if you move the file, so if you read the file, if you write the file, if you execute the file, if you save the file, every activity is linked to the commands. Okay, shell is a command line interpreter. Here interpreter in the sense, interpreter is first of all it's a translator. By using this translator only, we can transfer the information, we can convert the information from high level language to mission understandable language. Okay, so shell act as an interface between user and the kernel. Okay, so next one, Unix shells. So there is so many shells are there available in Unix environment. So the first one is the SH and second one is the CSH. So SH in the sense Bourne shell. So it is invented in 1978 in Bell Labs. Okay. So and second one is the C shell. C shell is introduced in 1978. So Bill Joy, the scientist name is Bill Joy. So it's introduced in 1978. Okay, so there is a lot of another kernels are available. So the first one is available. So corn shell, jet shell. These are the another shell. See, is in Unix environment. Okay. So thank you. So this is the information regards the components of Unix. It is very, very important. In next class we are discussing command lines and the basic commands of Unix environment. So basic commands in the sense there is a basic commands are there in Unix environment. So file commands and directory commands. So and other commands are there in unit 1. So file commands in the sense how to create a file and how to open a file, how to read the file, how to write the file, how to save the file, how to close the file. So these are under the file commands. So nothing but another one is directory commands. What is meant by directory in the sense directory is nothing but so in Unix environment, in Windows environment we call it as a folder. In Linux environment, in Unix environment we call it as the directory. So directory is the collection of files. So here also we can create the directory with the help of commands only. So the command name is the mkdir. Mkdir in the sense make a directory. So by using these command we can create the file. So if you want to go to the created directory, there is another command is there. The command is cd. Cd nothing but change directory. By using change directory only, we can change the directory or we can open the directory. So open the directory. So if you want to remove the directory, there is another command is there. The command is rmdir. Rmdir in the sense remove the directory. rmdir. So these are the directory commands. If you want to if you want to see the content of the file, there is another command is there. That command is the cat command. Cat nothing but concatenation. So these are the basic commands in the Unix environment. So these are the environment. So we will discuss on next class. Okay. Thank you.